You're so stupid sometimes.
Hey,
do it right.
I just can't focus when you get me.
Do it right.
Okay.
God damn it.
Just
It's
dig deep. Zack.
okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're really bringing the best out of me here.
You do it.
Okay.
Just start the goddamn thing.
Hey there.
You know what? I'll do it. Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street. We got a great episode for you. Super fun, action-packed. Check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/Hesby Street. Bonus episode every Friday. I don't know. There's a website or a YouTube. Start the music.
/live/dates.
That was fun.
Welcome back from San Diego, man.
Thanks, man.
I feel like you brought that military vibe.
That's
with
right.
you.
Came straight from the cemetery.
Yeah. Hey, son, you got 2 eyes and 1 ear for a reason.
What happened to my other ear?
reason,
The
dog.
military owns that ear now.
I like there was like a military boot camp show back in the day. I think it was like early Gordon Ramsay phase
Right,
where they're
I
like,
remember
we just
this.
need a show where someone's screaming at someone about something. And there was this, I never saw the show, but in the trailers for the show, this guy, the boot camp drill sergeant would go, save the drama for your mama and push. And I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
I need more of those.
I don't know, because so when you go into the Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do what you're told, you go to jail. You go to Army jail.
Really? Like if you can't get
brig.
that last push up in?
Well, not if you can't get the last push-up in, but at some point I would quit. I'd be like, I'm done, man. Jail, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how everyone makes it through boot camp.
Yeah. Not everyone does.
But it doesn't seem like it seems like most people do.
Well, I think
because they're not kicking people out.
How do you know?
I guess maybe they do kick some people out, but but they definitely don't want. I mean,
the people that kick out just go to real jail, and you never really hear from them again. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you want me to tell you the truth? You would not make it through boot camp.
I wouldn't make it through boot
No,
camp. But
no.
what happens to people like me?
I think you're just dishonorably discharged.
You just
Or I
you
guess
just leave?
honorably. Honorably means you were nice and chill, but you got to go.
Yeah, but do I still get to say Marine for life?
No.
Once a Marine, always a Marine?
No.
No.
You
Okay.
would go not even once a Marine, never a Marine.
I'd be like, guys, technically, right?
You're the Rudy of our Marine team where we're like, let him go to the front lines, boss.
Come on, let me fight one time.
Rudy. They
That
give
was
you a bayonet.
that was a that was like a scene in
Rudy.
in Band of Brothers, like the guy that always did the typewriter finally wanted to go to the front lines, so he did towards the end of the war.
And they just massacred
It
him.
didn't go well for him.
Fuck. Yeah.
I actually think he I think if I remember right, no, it doesn't matter. He throws a grenade and then runs in too early, so he blows his own face up.
Oh, no. It's his
Yeah.
own grenade.
Yeah, he didn't time it right.
Jesus. Do you think that part was true?
No, probably not. But I'm sure that's
So they just dishonored the guy.
I'm sure stuff like that would happen. Sure.
Right.
Maybe that was a story they heard. I don't know.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think I'd make it through boot camp. I'd go through
You
the
would
full.
totally make it through boot
Like
camp.
I would
You
break
can do it.
down,
Yeah.
and then I would overcome.
You're like the prototypical troop.
Yeah, an idiot.
But you're smart enough.
Yeah.
You're trainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think I'd be like the glue for my squadron or regiment or whatever you call it.
Totally.
And then we'd go to war and I'd die immediately. That's what I think.
But you would die doing the right thing. You know what I mean? You would always do the
I would-
tactical, what
Right.
was right for the platoon. Whereas I'd be like, I'm going to hang back. And they'd be like, but if you hang back, then that's a weak link in the unit.
Yeah.
And then someone else might die.
No.
And I would be like, that's probably true.
I think you would do something that turned out to be right for the situation. I would be a by the book guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the handbook says, and they're like, fuck the handbook, dude.
Yeah.
We're surrounded, Whereas you would go, I figured if that guy died, we'd all get out of here. And it's like, I think you get a medal. I think that's it. You would play it like game night against your family, where it's like, someone's got to go for us all to get out of here with everything we need.
I don't think that's completely wrong either. It'd
yeah.
be some kind of mix of the two.
Yeah.
I'm creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I wish they invented? Like helmet that could absorb all grenade. Like a grenade, there's a guy diving on a grenade. give me the helmet. Let me put my grenade, and it's sort of like a boom.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know,
like a lead grenade, lead helmet. Sorry, where it's just.
I just hope our engineer
mini-
Hesbos are at home like, hold on a minute. They pause the episode and start writing plans and designs for
like
it.
We just make
It would have to be a titanium lined form of lead that
I gotta
wouldn't-
look into if unobtainium's real or if
Yeah.
that's just from the movie Avatar.
That would be our engineer Hesbos. He's like, first I'd have to find my avatar, then put my ponytail into a horse's pussy ponytail.
yeah, and then mithril, is that real?
What's mithril?
That's like the Lord of the Rings metal. Super strong metal.
Damn, dude, I forget how much of a fantasy guy you are. You look like one of us,
One of us.
and then you're at home just like, elfish horns defeat the quiet raven of Vandal.
That is me, dude. Yeah, you go into. Sometimes my room's just a normal room, and I can bring a woman home. Other times it's a full-on fort, and it's like we got to go to your place.
I would love it if, honestly,
I got a weird, like, castle thing going on right now.
it would make more sense to me if you read the books you read in a fort. Like if it's reading night, you're like, let me get. Hey man, can I borrow your mop?
Be like, you gonna read tonight? Nah, I ran out of candle, so it's like
Yeah.
I can't read till I get new candle.
I don't have roof sheet.
It's in the wash.
Dude, some forts back in the day were sick. Like a hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and then you turn a corner.
You'd have like a secret door. You'd have regular door, then secret door.
Yep.
And you'd be like,
Oh yeah, nice little trap secret door,
secret
and behind
door.
it would be like popcorn or something. We're like, that's where we keep our popcorn.
that's where you keep the popcorn.
Hey man, go back to the trap secret door and get that popcorn for me. You know what I was talking about with my new hiking buddy, Matt Lockwood, comedian.
Hell yeah! Check out his podcast.
The Big Humble podcast, something like that. We walked by these like old vintage like 70s houses up in the hills, you know, that look like Sinatra.
Right.
And we were kind of talking about like how we love that style. And I said if I bought a house like that, I would commit to the life. I'd like dress
yeah.
like Sinatra, like
Got to.
chicken parm for dinner. And he laughed, but I was like, no, I'm not. This isn't a bit. And then we talked, and then I was like, you know what I love about that era that I wish they brought back? Sunken living rooms.
Oh yeah, sunken living room.
Those are the shit.
Those were the
and
shit.
I can't believe they're like nowhere to be seen
Well,
anymore.
they don't make sense
Why though?
because if you're sinking the living room,
Yeah.
there's got to be some dead space somewhere.
Like you're sacrificing too much
There's
space.
got to be something going on.
You can't rearrange your furniture in a sunken living room. Like that is the furniture.
That's where couch is for life now.
Couch is always there.
Yeah.
It's always down.
Mm-hmm.
But the downside I realized to sunken furniture, because that doesn't bother me that I can't switch up the house.
Okay.
What bothers me about sunken furniture is like I got to dress like Mad Men every day.
Oh yeah, you can't be. Yeah, for sure.
I can't be in like basketball shorts and like a 49ers jersey in
No.
my sunken living
No,
room.
you'd have to always be. You'd always have to have a belt.
Yeah,
You know, and that's when you're at home. I'm not wearing a belt.
right. Or my sock could never have a hole in it.
Can't have a hole in it.
Like even if it's close to a hole, normal me would go like, let's ride this thing all the way through. Let's ride it till the wheels fall off. with
yeah,
these
because
socks.
the longer I wear this sock, then I'm saving money on next sock.
Exactly.
You know, it's like when the check engine light goes on.
Right.
Yeah, I could take it in right now.
Right.
Or I could get another 1,000 miles on this
Totally.
bad boy.
It adds up.
It adds up.
You think about those pairs, it's like it's only $6 more for another like pack of socks or whatever. And then I'm thinking, yeah, but that adds up.
But then those socks.
I'm 60 packs of socks
till I die.
behind you guys.
Yeah.
Like you guys are
Right,
way,
you're
you
way
guys
up
are
there.
burning money on
Yeah.
socks.
But you only have so many days in your life.
Yep.
And so if you time it just right, that's my biggest fear is that I'll die right after I get a brand new pair of socks.
Oh my
You know?
God, what
Oh,
a nightmare.
right?
I want to die knowing I'm in some holes.
Yeah. You'll be like, yes.
I got everything done, I
made it
think.
just-
He's smiling. He's dead inside. You know what's so funny is that feeling of like, you let your socks ride, you go through laundry, and you're like, oh, I can kind of see right through these, but let's go.
You'd be like, it's not a hole now, but by the time this day's over,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a hole.
Yep.
You can see it coming.
And then there's that feeling of, this is how far I push it. I go, I feel the floor.
Yeah.
And then I followed
That's
up.
a cold spot.
I follow it up immediately with this one. This is our last full day. In this. Like, I'm not taking it off. I go like, all right till
bud.
sundown, right?
What's your favorite thing? Let's do it before I throw you out.
All right, boys. I'll play basketball today.
Yeah.
But I get emotional looking
Yeah.
at the socks.
Yeah.
One last ride.
Well,
Huh?
that's right.
I was like, what are you talking
You
about?
play like the Paul Walker song. It's been a long day.
I'm just getting
without
blocks on the
you, my
court.
friend. Everyone's like, are you all
You
right?
were
dude?
never good at
Why
this.
are you crying? Well, speaking of you wanting to live in the 70s,
Yes.
I have a suggestion for you. I did a show at a country club last night
Ooh.
in a fancy part of San Diego.
Okay.
And this kind of blew my mind for 2022. It seemed like very 1970s or even 1940s energy. We were in what was called the Men's Grill. Okay? We're in the Men's Grill, which is like the green room for this show. But normally, it's a grill that's only... And then the men's locker room for the golf is attached to it. And then there's a men's restroom. Obviously, no women's restroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then women are... During normal hours, women are not allowed into this grill.
What is the grill?
It's just a bar, and you can order like sandwiches.
Oh, sick.
So like, but like, have you ever been to a golf course? And you know, like there's a bar and a grill,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so women can play golf.
Yeah.
They have their own bathroom on the other side of the courtyard,
Yeah.
but no grill, no bar.
they don't have their own?
They don't have their own.
Separate but not equal.
Separate but not equal. Exactly. So, I'm doing the show with two other comedians, and one's kind of
Woman?
a woman, older Jewish lady, passed at the store. You can probably think of who it is.
Okay.
And she finds out, and she's livid, which is fair.
Fuck.
This is insane. She's like, what fucking year is this?
Fuck.
And then she brings it up on stage, and like the lady that books it's like, oh no. Because they're like, it is a problem. Because of course it's a problem.
But it's not
You
something-
pay $250,000 or whatever a year to be a part of this fucking
Yeah.
thing, and then you show up to golf, and they're like, oh, if you want, you can get it to go.
Or if you're tight with a dude, he can go in there and bring
And
you
get
a
it
little
for
doggy
you,
bag.
but you can't eat with him.
And they were calling it a doggy bag.
Yeah.
when you take it. That sucks.
That was why. And then it's like they told us this right before we performed, so it's like,
How did they're like, so everyone's doing, it's going to be a 2-minute light for everyone, and women, you can't eat.
yeah, basically,
It's like a taste of Iran.
yeah,
Is that what the club's called?
yeah. It was called A Little Taste of Iran. It was called Little Tehran.
Little Tehran. I like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
but
old
yeah,
school.
it did feel like we were. You don't see.
Okay, so you were like,
growing up-
damn, this is fucked up. And then you're like, see ya, lady. We're going. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm not going to protest.
They
Stage a sit-in.
what?
Stage a sit-in.
No, I mean they had it. They had a separate. The whole thing was closed just for the comedians, so there was no problem for us. She was able to go in there. We were all
see.
in there. The grill was the green room for the show, but they were just explaining that under normal circumstances, women aren't allowed in this building,
Damn.
which is just
Don't
crazy.
even explain that. Let these people visiting your town not know how things are.
Crazy to me.
I like, did they explain it because they thought the female comedian would feel special? And, normally you're the first
I think
woman.
what happened is the comic that books it brought it up because he thought it was so crazy that it was like funny to talk about, which is
Not wrong.
not wrong. It is wild, you know,
Yeah.
because it's just like we're poor,
Yeah.
right? Or we're not this rich,
Right. You think
know?
when you're rich, you get everything. And
Yeah.
it's like, then there's women who are rich who can't go in to
they're
eat.
still it's just.
So what's your solution? Build a women's one or include everyone
So
in the
they
one?
were talking about. So I talked to the booker about it, or the producer, and she was like, they're taking a vote. It's like a big problem right now. So they're going to take a vote, and if the majority wins, they're going to make a new co-ed grill that men and women. The men's grill will remain the men's grill.
I don't love that.
Yeah, then they're going to make a
don't love
co-grill,
that.
and everyone has to pay $17,000 to have it built. So even if you vote no, I don't want this.
You have to pay.
If it passes,
If you lose the
you would
vote.
still have to pay
17 grand.
17 grand.
Is there an
a
or
member.
here?
I think you could quit and sell your membership.
No, but I'm saying is there another plan that's like, let's make a women's one?
No. But they do. I do think the women from their little lounge without the girl, they can like order it, maybe like room service type deal. Like,
Right.
bring it over to the women's lounge.
Right.
But it's like, after golf, you want to like chill at the bar, watch a game, you have
Yeah,
a beer,
yeah.
eat a burger or whatever.
Right.
Charge it to your account.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, you can't do that here. You gotta go
Damn.
kick rocks over there.
How do you feel about a society where it's like just men in here?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it's not just I mean, aside from the fact that it's just the right thing to do, it's just more enjoyable to me when it's an inclusive thing. Like I just like being around women as well as men.
It's all right, relax, creep.
Yeah, I want to just touch, because you can touch them if they let you, right?
Yeah, if they let you, yeah.
No, I mean you would like. I mean,
My dad went to an all boys school, which I've never been to.
I went to an all guys school.
Oh, you did?
For 1 year, yeah.
What was it like?
Did not enjoy it.
Okay. My dad said it wasn't bad. You could fart all you want. That sounds cool.
You can't. No, you couldn't.
Why?
Because you're 14. I was 14, so it was my freshman year of high school. If you fart in front of a bunch of dudes, you're gonna get made fun of.
No, not if it's intentional.
No, you would still.
No, if I was in a high school,
maybe if we
I'll
were
bet
like
my house on this.
Maybe if we were like in our 20s, but we were still in that.
No.
We still had shame.
14, 15, 16, the alpha's going like this. Watch out, fellas. Mama's baked beans are coming back.
Uh-huh.
And then he rips it. No one's making fun of him. I mean, they might go like, damn, that smells bad. But no one's like, you're the guy that farted, loser.
Okay.
He's
all right.
like,
I'll give you farts. You still want to go to
Thank
the all
you.
guys school?
Are there windows
There were windows.
that open?
Oof.
Ventilation.
There was ventilation windows. They didn't open big enough to get out of the school.
I just want to make sure, like, if we're all farting.
Dude, it's not enough. These windows
Yeah.
aren't, and it's an old building.
The only thing I don't like about guys being all together is, like, they like to fight. Like, guy culture growing up as a kid, someone's like, here, come here. And they, like, wrestle. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah.
I'm not this. I don't do this.
I don't want to.
I was never this. I became it, and my brother, like, documents, still never forgot the day where, like,
Yeah.
that part of society, like, got in me. And he was like, dude, I'll never forget that one day where I just farted and you said if I can't touch the doorknob in time, you're going to beat the fucking shit out of me. And I was like, yeah, there must be a lot for you to take in one day. And he's like, and you blocked me from the doorknob.
Well, yeah, that's
The
the
game was doomed from the start. But yeah, I feel bad about that. I feel bad that I let society make me feel like I needed to be someone that like gave someone a pounding. You know what I mean? But I feel like I was never around like girls where it's like, hey, I'm going to sock you in the face right now.
Yeah, they don't do that. They are the better gender. Call me a cuck if you want, but they
I
just
will.
seem more civilized.
They're not civil.
they
They don't even have a grill.
They have their own problems, sure, but
They don't have a
overall,
grill?
I think they can grill.
But they don't have a grill
That's true. What do you
at the country club.
Oh, at the country club, they don't have a grill. That's true.
They're not civilized.
You're true. That's true.
Civilized gets a grill.
I don't know.
I don't know why they call it grill. It doesn't sound civilized.
It's also in the back. It's not even like a barbecue.
Yeah.
A
There's
bar
something
and grill.
cool about a secret place.
Yeah, but the whole thing's a secret place. We were in the upper clubhouse.
Yeah.
So there's already at least 2 clubhouses.
Yeah.
If one's called the upper clubhouse.
But that's what we
Gated
want.
community. I have to be checked in to get in.
That's what like we want. Like the Battery in San Francisco, you need a key card or a membership to walk through the front, and then you need like a reservation to sit down at dinner. So it's like we got the reservation and the key card.
Yep.
And then if you go upstairs,
And you got
there's a
number.
bar.
You don't use any cards. You just give them your name or your number.
No, you could put a card on the bar. The bar upstairs, you put your thing on the card, and you go in, and there's a bar, but it's only for members.
It's a card. You have a card to get in places, but you don't pay with a card ever.
no.
It's always your account.
It's a key card. Yeah.
You just go put it on my account.
But
And you're
having
like,
that key
"Of course,
card is
Mr. Chapel."
cooler. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Putting it on the account is the best. And them saying, of course, Mr. Chapaloni is the best. But then in that bar, and this is real, there's a bookshelf.
Yep.
That
there is
opens.
a bookshelf that opens at the Battery. That's true.
I feel like there are members up here going, what's left?
Yeah.
And they're like, I could.
It's funny because
put a room back there
that
for
bar
guys
with
like
the
you.
bookshelf. It's like every time I would go in, I did maybe 3 shows there, and then every time it's like you want to go to this here, and it's in the bar, and then you get in there and you sit down and you have your drink, and you're like, this is cool, and then a minute goes by and you're like, all right, there's nothing to do here. I want to
Yeah.
go back to where all the people are.
Oh, no, we kicked it for hours in there. I'm
Yeah.
like, look at us, man. No one can be here because we're sitting here first.
Everyone can be there.
Yeah, it's funny. I wonder if heaven's like that. Where I'm like, all right, where to now? I was like, this is it. This is the end. You're like,
I want to go to Neptune. Someone's already at Neptune.
what if I slide you some heaven dollars?
Yeah.
This is my card, Mr. Chapaloni.
Okay, sure. Wherever you want to go.
Could you say of course?
Of course, whatever. I'm an angel, bro.
I
Can
know,
you not like?
I know,
you
bro.
Don't talk to me down to me like this.
I know. It's just like you guys seem like the help.
Yeah, I get that you guys have that weird kind of energy, but
Like
that's
you
not
work
the
for
case.
us?
Yeah, no, I mean we're here to help, but
Yeah.
you have to actually need help.
I need service.
I can't give you meaning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have to know what you want, and you got to ask for it explicitly.
All right.
I can't just show you cool shit that you don't know about yet.
Where is all the famous people at?
They're
In
around,
heaven?
man. Look around. Go
No,
for a
I don't
walk.
see them. I don't see them.
Who do you want to see specifically?
Tupac.
Okay, I'm going to teleport you to Tupac, and you have to deal with whatever he's doing, okay? Don't come back here and say, oh, I thought it'd be better, and, like, he'd be more into it.
So if in heaven, if I ask for something, I gotta live with that.
Yeah, you got to live with it, man.
Is this heaven?
You're going to Tupac, and again, whatever.
Wait, I want to change my answer.
Okay.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Okay.
No. Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz is still alive. You want to go down to Earth? It's a weird ghost situation. You can't really, like, you can maybe fuck with, like, his lights a little bit.
No. I'll stay up here. Jesse James, the cowboy killer guy. No, Wild Bill Hickok, the fastest gun in the West.
Okay. You're going to change it. You can only change it one more time, and then I'm calling
Just tell me if he plays poker a lot, because I'm not good at poker.
You know, he plays, yeah, it's actually euchre.
It's euchre?
It's an older card game. You're going to have to learn it.
Is it easier?
It's complicated. I don't even know it. It's weird.
All right. What about, like who is chill? Who would you say is the chillest here?
Oh, you want to see the chillest guy?
Yeah. Is he famous?
No.
Yeah, I figured not.
Yeah, he actually started a cult. It's crazy that he's up here.
Whoa.
But he finagled,
started a cult, not famous.
we sent him to hell.
That guy threaded the needle.
I know. He's very chill. We sent him to hell. He somehow talked his way out of it.
What?
Yeah, he's a...
You just couldn't hurt him. He's like, this is fine.
He was just like... I don't even know how he pulled it off, honestly.
If you're at the gates of heaven, you have to repent.
Mm-hmm.
You doing it?
Just a general repentance
Nah,
for
I think
everything?
you got to go through stuff.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah. But I feel like your repentant God would be like, this isn't enough. Because you'd be like, fine, yeah, that one's me.
What else is there?
Open it up.
What did I do?
And he's like, no, but like feel it.
Okay.
All right, man.
I've already apologized for everything I've done, good and bad.
Right.
So if you want me to repent more, sure.
They
sign
were
me up.
jaywalking, and the call I was getting was an emergency. So
I had to poop.
I'm sorry.
I need to poop my pants. Dude, I almost pooped my pants.
Really?
I thought of you.
That's special.
Yeah.
I have kind of a brand, I think.
Yeah. When was the last time you pooped your pants?
I mean, it's been months.
It's been months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't really poop my pants. I've told you this. I poop my ass.
You poop your ass.
Yeah.
So it's not like people don't know, but you have to go home immediately. You have to shower, change your boxers.
I don't
maybe
sit down.
Throw those out.
I don't sit down.
What do you mean you don't sit down?
If I sit down, then I've pooped my pants. If I stand, it stays on my ass. You wouldn't get it, dude. You're new to the game. But
so because the poop hasn't yet touched pants.
I was a little far, and I'm like, okay, we can keep this in ass. We can keep this on all ass. Pant is fine.
You don't worry that you're gonna suck it like back up a little bit?
Worry? That's what I'm trying to accomplish. In a perfect world, I'm sucking it back up.
Okay, all right, sure.
Pretty wild jump. I just want to make sure all the Hesbos.
Is everyone still here?
We went from sexism to heaven to shitting ourselves.
All right, let's just change subjects completely.
Okay, we haven't done that yet.
No, we can just take it right to ending it on a banger.
Are we there yet? Oh,
Yeah.
we're at Banger City.
Yeah, you ready to go to Bangtown?
I don't know. I'm in the backseat of a car. Like, actually, I want out.
That's my exit. Why didn't we go? We normally get off there.
We get off here.
We're going somewhere new today.
Bangtown. Okay.
All right, what do we got? Banger alert. Da, 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 da.
Oh. Yeah.
I want to talk about. I wasn't there at the Comedy Store. I don't know. I think this is. I want you to tell me the story about the moment of silence before all of the shows.
Oh my god,
it sounded so funny.
That was so funny.
Oh,
I wish I had the people involved here on the episode because they were the ones that really felt the pain. So working at the Comedy Store as door guys, we get one of our privileges is we get to open shows, and by open I mean like you're the first one to go on stage. And you do a very short set at the beginning of the show. And you try to do your act. You try to have a good set because really the goal of the opener is to just get everyone excited for comedy.
It's really challenging, but it's like if you just do okay, it feels like an accomplishment of sorts.
Yeah.
Killing
is almost out of reach.
Yeah.
It's doable, I would
say. You
say.
get a joke, maybe one joke to hit really hard.
Yeah.
And that's considered killing in your own head.
Right. By the end of your set, if it's like laughter and a big applause and the energy's up, I would say you killed your opening.
Totally. It really, I think, makes you a better comic.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
I feel.
But it is a challenge, and it's not like doing stand-up in the middle of a show where you get to just roll up.
Everything's working against you.
Yes. Okay, so with that in mind, the man who created the improv comedy club and essentially like the format for comedy club, like the business model of comedy clubs, because they're relatively new. Comedy clubs, like they open in like the 70s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, I think before that, stand-up comedy would be in maybe a lounge,
like a jazz lounge.
But yeah,
strip clubs was a very common thing.
Was a common one. Yeah, but back then, I think it could be illegal. Certain kinds of comedy, and it was. So clubs weren't just comedy.
Yes.
Until the Improv and the Comedy Store comes.
And that is why
60s,
Budd Friedman is that big of a figure. So Budd Friedman started the Improv, started the model of comedy clubs that we still see today.
Such a big deal. They spelled Bud with 2 Ds.
Really?
Yeah, 1 D wasn't enough. He was that big of a presence.
He's like, well, I think you're missing something.
I think you're missing a little something.
So, in honor of the passing of Budd Friedman, the great loss to the world of comedy, the owners of the Comedy Store, the Shore family, or I assume one of the Shores,
mandated.
Well, just called and sent a note. I said mandated in the chat to be funny, but basically called the manager, and the manager like passed a post-it to everyone. Like,
I imagine they probably did a similar thing at the Improv in honor of Mitzi. So it was kind of reciprocating. I'm assuming.
That's probably a good safe bet. So anyway,
or they did something and they wanted to return the
favor. So anyways, these cold openers right before they're about to go on, essentially like 10 to 15 minutes before they go on, they get this post-it note that was like, hey, we're doing a moment of silence in the beginning of your set, of your 5-minute set. You don't even have a lot of time to win this crowd over. Now you're starting it off by being like, guys, this is serious and it's sad. No one talk for a second. And that is like such a hilarious ass.
I wasn't there. You're going to tell the story, but I'm guessing, I'm hoping people in the audience laughed.
I didn't hear people laugh except for comedians in the back going, we're going to hell. Like, we're bad people. But I did see people's heads turn like, is this a weird like
part
Andy
of the bit?
Kaufman,
You don't know.
Pranky bit. So the guy who opened the original room, Joel Jimenez, he was like, what do I do? Like I just do this and then I get into my act. That's another thing. You can't really dive right into your act to begin with. You got to kind of have like at least a joke that feels like you're talking to the crowd. But Joel, what I told Joel he should have done, he didn't do, and I really wish he did, is the moment of silence. And then after we do the moment of silence, I go, you know what Bud really would have wanted? For this opening set to be great. I'm talking standing ovation, applause breaks between every joke I have. Do your best. Like put the pressure on the audience to like do a good job.
Yeah.
But he was just like, all right, guys. And he did say a little bit about Budd Friedman and like what he did for comedy. And then was like, so if we could just have a moment of silence. It's just like a comedian in a skull beanie and like a fucking t-shirt. So
the reason
who's young.
Yeah. The reason I don't like that route is now you're kind of making it seem like it's your idea. Because he kind of said, Bud was a big deal, so let's do a moment of silence. Whereas I would have found a way to be like, all right, guys, this is something I have to do.
That's fucked up.
I don't care.
That's fucked up.
I don't care.
You're not, dude, that's mean to the man who gave you a platform. to make not a ton of money.
Yeah, I don't think we owe anything to Budd Friedman.
Yeah, maybe not.
No.
But so Joel did it that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think he made it seem
There's
like it was
no wrong way
He
to
didn't make
do
it seem
it.
like it was his idea either.
Right.
But it felt just like this is only right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, you guys, like he's just like, let's get into some comedy. It was painful. It was painful.
It sounds so rough.
It was painful. I really want to bomb. I mean, I don't really want to bomb, but we all bomb eventually again. Like we're never done bombing in life. It sneaks up on us. But when I bomb, I'm gonna be like, this first part is dedicated to.
Oh no!
But then down the hallway, I hear Dave Waite, who's one of the funniest voices in comedy
funny.
in my mind.
Yeah.
I think we have two of the funniest voices in comedy
can't,
working at the Comedy Store, and it's Joe Marrese and Dave Waite.
Yeah. I can't imagine Dave Waite giving a moment of silence with any sincerity.
Me neither.
Did he do it?
His voice never sounds sincere.
I can't wait to hear
It's
your
just,
impression.
I mean, I didn't hear it. I heard like echoes of his voice.
It's hard to have a conversation with him and know if what he's saying is serious or not.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, man, we're going to do this moment of silence for this guy.
Because you gotta be quiet.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad, so, don't talk for a minute.
And I'll time it.
I was talking with the manager. I'm like, dude, please tell me. Like, I was like, did you hear they had to do moments of silence? And he was like, no. And he was like, who was it? And I was like, Dave Waite. He's like, oh, my God, I can't imagine. And we started riffing on what it would be like. He's like, he did it. It was his idea to do Dave Waite going, hey, what do you think, a little longer?
Was that enough?
So you keep it going, man. We'll do like 30 more seconds. Just fishing out when it's over.
Yeah.
That's like a moment, right? That's a full, nice moment. I mean, he's an important guy. We can go longer.
Oh, fuck.
What was funny is Joel had a great anecdote where he was like in the back of the Improv with Moses Storm, and they were like chatting and laughing.
Right.
And it was during a show.
Yeah.
And I guess Budd Friedman was like in a wheelchair and like getting pushed by his like assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And old Budd Friedman, and he like tells them to like shut the fuck up, or has his assistant like,
right.
And they're like, hey, you guys need to shut the fuck up. There's a show right now.
Right.
And this is the owner of the club you're in. And I was like, damn, even in death, he's making sure you shut the fuck up at a comedy show.
So yeah, I mean, do you
So
want to do a
RIP
moment of silence for Budd Friedman?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Should we do Dave Waite's moment of silence?
Yeah.
Hey, all right, everyone. Welcome to the world famous Comedy Store. It's like the Improv. They're two different clubs, but they're alike.
Some would call us rivals, but then sometimes you got to put rivalries aside for a special moment.
Like, in sports, they do that.
Yeah.
And so a guy, speaking of the Improv, now that it's on the topic of discussion here, a guy there died, an important guy. Like, really, think of like the most important guy. And so,
like this, he started it. He's the mother of it.
He made it.
Yeah.
I guess mother.
Yeah.
He created it. And we're going to be quiet for a little bit for him.
Yeah.
And I'll start it off.
And I'll start, and then you'll do it too.
Yep. If your server's at your table, you can go ahead and order.
It is still a business.
Don't make their day harder. They got to get to all these tables.
And then if someone does talk, then we'll have to restart the silence minute.
So yeah, just keep that in mind. We all lose.
Yeah.
All right. Counting down. 11. I feel like you're starting a weird number. 13. 12.
Is it distracting if I count down, or should I keep going?
That's too far. I'm almost done.
All right. Well, let's just start the show.
Let's do the moment of silence after my set.
Okay. When you go home tonight, everyone on your own time.
Right.
Do
Awake.
Sleep
time
doesn't count because you don't know.
You won't know
if
that.
it's silent. You're gonna do it for Bud.
Do it for Bud. or Joe Marrese. My other favorite voice. Go listen to his podcast. I think it's called something with like making fun of the word bro.
Yeah.
It's like Joe's before hoes or something.
Right.
It's not that, but
We'll tag it in the description.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll put it in the description. But Joe Marrese talks like this.
Yeah.
He kind of slows down.
You're so good.
You know,
man.
a guy. He's no longer with us.
Oh, he's like moved away. Or
He's
what's
gone.
He's gone.
Dead.
Oh, he died.
The
Oh,
guy
God, Joe.
doesn't-
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. He's not alive, this guy.
Oh.
And you got to be quiet for a little bit. So if we could all just do that, and then I promise after this part, we'll do comedy. We'll do that part. So we'll start being quiet now. And then after, I'm like, dude.
Does everyone understand?
You're out of time, Joe. Joe, your set's over.
Guys, we're being quiet, Joe. We're all being quiet.
They're just like, dude, we fucking get it. He's so funny, man. He's
so
maybe
funny.
the funniest person I've ever met.
He's I mean,
Funnier
than me.
Funniest comedian.
Yeah.
as a person.
Uh-huh.
We're going
What do you mean?
strictly off person. Like, you're just a regular guy.
What do you mean I'm a regular guy? I think I'm funny on and off stage to
You are.
to the most nth degree.
Emphed?
Yeah, I made a word up.
You've gotten funnier. You're funny. You got more funny points. EMFT.
No, I agree. Joe and Dave Waite, captivating voices.
I would follow them just to watch them be like, I'll have a Diet Coke.
Yeah, if either of them would just like, you know how like you just watch them like explain how a watch works.
Yes.
like I'd watch that.
That's
video.
what I'm saying.
You know?
Like them just
So you
being-
spin it,
Yeah.
right? And now
Yeah.
it's wound.
Yeah. It's wound, and then Dave just jumps in. He's like, what the hell's time? You ever think about that? What is that? We're just measuring that?
And we're just trusting whoever invented like how to time.
I can measure heat. You know, that's hot.
I can touch it.
I can touch it. You
You
know?
know, light. I can see it.
I can measure
Time?
Time.
It's nothing.
Wet? I can measure wet. I'll stick my hand in something. I'm like, it's pretty wet. I don't know what it is. Feels wet.
Yeah,
I've been to Florida. I can feel wet.
it's right in the air. You got
It's
the wet.
It's just wet air, man.
Yeah, man. All right, Dave. Well, thanks for stopping by the pod, man.
Yeah. Your Budd Friedman died?
No, why?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you're not going to like this next part.
Okay.
You got to shut up for a while.